Hi everybody, my name is Yaku. I'm the Director of Business Development at Itensity, and we're honored and privileged to sit here at Vitality with Joe Finnegan. He's the CEO of Vitality, and Junaid Sheikh, he is the head of port. So the reason why we sit here is we want to take the opportunity to go through Vitality Fitness. What is Vitality Fitness, where we are and where we're going. So if please give us a little bit of a breakdown of Vitality Fitness and what is the product?
Okay, so welcome, Yaku. It's fantastic to have you in Discovery Place, and we hope to have a bit of a conversation around Vitality Fitness today. So the thing you've got to bear in mind with Vitality is that our core purpose is to make people healthier. It's in our byline and it's in what we live by. So if ever you ask what our motives are, it's around getting as many people to be physically active as possible. If you just look around, like we have the largest running club in the country. So we have over 20,000 members who are members of Team Vitality Running Club. And we have, I don't know if you know this, but we have 1.2 million connected devices. So people wearing wearables and cell phones that are connected for points earning. So what we've tried to create with Vitality Fitness, it's like Uber but for fitness. So the ability for our members to be able to search for a fitness facility, make a booking and pay for it. And we're trying to get as many people into the fitness industry as possible. So the value proposition for our members is that they get 24 free visits a year. That's 2 free visits a month. And what our intention over here is to actually try and bring footfall into the industry.
Okay, great, thanks. And firstly, how's it going so far?
Sure. So again, thank you. Welcome, Yaku and the team. Great to have you here. I think really, really exciting. We've had over 100,000 unique members visit the platform so far, over 700,000 views. The sentiment that's out there has been really, really positive around what we're trying to create for our members and for facilities that's part of it. Got over 100 facilities that's already signed up, with every day getting new applications for it. So it's great positive energy around Vitality Fitness. What we've started to see is some great learnings just around the diversity of exercise that people are looking for, from like yoga to Pilates to mainstream gym, which means that we need to be able to have the right facilities with the right range of exercise that appeal to a broader base of customers. The 100,000 is just like scratching the surface. We've got over 1 million Vitality members where we can try and get off the couch. And to Joe's point, access to physical activity is key for us. And so far, members are loving the platform.
And we also appreciate that, like, one of the biggest challenges in the industry is actually finding customers. So that's where we think that we can actually work together on this is we bring a massive client base. People that have identified with Vitality are obviously interested in physical activity. So that's what we're trying to bring.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it's a very important part. So we want to talk goals, but we sit with 2 goals. Okay, we sit with goals for members, but we also, as you know, as Itensity and our customer base and the people that's using that partnered with us, is the facilities that manages these members and hosts these members. So we sit with a goal for clubs and studios, and we set a goal for members. And let's quickly break down those 2, because I know it's 2 different goals, but they end up, building the same industry. So let's break down those 2 and give people a little bit of idea what the goal is for facilities as well as for members.
So I think if you think about the Vitality member profile, we have members all over the country. And what we know is there's great facilities all over the country. So therein lies the biggest opportunity of synergy. Because if we as Vitality can create exercise opportunities for our members, irrespective of where they are, and there's facilities that they may not be aware of, that's right down the road or in the same town that they've never known that was there, we can introduce them to those facilities. Then we're actually reaching both those goals that you speak about, because there's facilities out there that are really great experiences for members, but members don't know about them. And there's members out there that, let's face it, are sitting on the couch wanting to exercise, thinking about exercise, but never get around to visiting a facility. We can marry those 2 pieces of key individuals within the ecosystem. then we're on a winning formula to success.
Well, a goal that I've seen as well, just looking at facilities, and I think it's good for facility owners to understand, is that what I see Vitality Plus as a goal is to initiate the experience, the fitness journey for a member. Doesn't mean that they're always going to stay on Vitality Fit and using that indefinitely.
Yep.
But what I see the benefit is that member that wants to start a journey, is not 100% sure, and then he can use Vitality as a starting point. And I think this is very important for clubs to understand that the number of unique visits that you have, and it's important for the clubs to leverage this opportunity to get members to their club, but it's also important for them to build the internal business processes in place to get those members to stay at those facilities, especially members in your area where you are, if it's not traveling members. And I think that's a huge benefit that the clubs need to look at. You should not look at the revenue just purely based on the visit themselves.
It's 100% Yaku. We bring the footfall. It's up to the studios, the clubs, the facilities to be able to make that an awesome experience, so those members keep coming back and back and back.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we've seen, there's a huge the independent market. It's a unique market because it's a relationship-based market, and I think it's important that those people also get the same experience and the same benefit.
Yes. Yeah, no, I think it's a really important point, because when we started off this process, we started talking to facilities around how do we highlight what they do? How do we highlight individual strengths of facilities within the platform? And one of the key strengths that's come through is the experience and the engagement and the relationships that they build with members. So our job, and Joe made the point earlier, is to try and get those members introduced to those facilities and then let the magic happen in the facilities, which we know facilities do really well.
Yes, because they build relationships.
Exactly.
Business is important.
That is their business, yeah.
Yep.
So looking at the product roadmap, so looking at Vitality Fitness, and it's just started, but as we know that any product grows and develops, where do we see this product going?
So we look forward to the Itensity joining towards the end of the year. So Itensity will be coming on board. Thanks for that, Yaku, with full rollout to occur next year. So far we've had 22 applications. Great brands like Move, City Rock, Sports Performance, Sweet Spot. So these are the kind of clubs that have joined up. Major new features, the one we're most excited about is access passes. So the ability to be able to buy a day pass effectively to gyms, and additional mapped facilities to put the searching, the finding of the facility near you for the exercise type that's relevant to you in the best possible light. The feedback that we've had from the clubs so far is around broadcast capabilities, so class schedule changes, reminders about what apparel to wear, etc., etc. So we're looking at incorporating those kind of features as well.
Okay, great. And also looking at the onboarding process. So our facilities need to start this process, and let's look at the onboarding.
So this has probably been the biggest area of learning for us. Gym owners don't have time to sit behind a PC. So one of the things that we've learned very, very quickly is that we need to have a fully digital onboarding process. So we're changing over the facility onboarding process so that all of the forms, completion of all of the questionnaires, submission of documentation, everything will be 100% digital. You can photograph it and just send it to us. So that's in the process of being rolled out now, and it should actually make onboarding much, much more simple, a lot less painful.
That's right. And I also sat with your team earlier, and they said that there's now a WhatsApp line for people to communicate. So we'll share with that in the link of the video. And I think that's also a great way to communicate. And what I know the people that is answering the WhatsApps, it's not just the call center. So I think please engage with that WhatsApp number. I think it's valuable because it's the people that we've been working with for years. It's actually engaging with that WhatsApp number. So you're gonna get a personal experience with a WhatsApp number as well. So we'll share that with everybody, for especially people that wants to find out more. I think that's a great way of communicating too. So I'm
100%.
excited about it. When I heard that, I think
it's a great team. I'm glad that you met them.
Yeah. No, we've been working for many years, and it's I must say that your team is, it's just been a pleasure working with your team. What these facilities need to pay to be part of Vitality Fitness?
So, I think just going through what the requirements are, when we looked at the actual model, we said we don't want any fixed fees, monthly fees, because we understand that these facilities need to be able to see value. So there's two levels of contribution that we're looking for. The one is 3 free visits to be a part of the network, and that contributes to the overall 24 benefit visits that we make available. And then what we've also allowed for is facilities to be able to put their great products on the platform. And if you're able to sell a package or a unique product that you've created, then there's an administration fee of 5% that we charge. If no one books it, no one uses it on the platform, then you don't pay the fee. So effectively, 3 free visits gets you into the platform, and then we'll work with you in time to work out how we better display you, how we bring in new packages, etc.
From a business point of view that I can mention with that is, I think that free visits, if you look at budget allocations for a club, see it as a multi-budget. And I think if you need to allocate it, I know that a lot of facilities, our clients don't really allocate certain things to budget, but see it as a marketing budget. Those 3 visits is you getting feet to door. You anyway going to spend, money on Facebook ads and social media ads and promotions, and so there's anyway a cost involved to getting leads. So what I would recommend to customers is, don't see it as you are giving up 3 visits. See it as a marketing budget to get leads, good hot leads to the door, and then that creates then for you an opportunity to sell to your members.
That's a great way of explaining it. The thing that we've observed is there might be a complaint around the loss of revenue for that one visit, but think of the additional footfall that we're actually going to be bringing. So that's what the quid pro quo is.
Yes. And I think just to add to that is, it's a captive audience of members that have been pre-vetted within the Vitality ecosystem. So you know that, one, affordability is there. You know that there's an incentive to engage.
They link their bank account in order to be able to use it. Exactly. So there's no question of payment. Yeah.
And the thing is, people don't understand, and the thing with the digital marketing landscape became very competitive and difficult.
Yes.
So to get decent hot leads is difficult.
Yeah.
It's really difficult to get. I've just looked at my marketing budget on the effectiveness in the last 10 years on my digital marketing. It went down dramatically because of the large contention of marketing within the space. And I think that's an important part that the market needs to understand. That this is hot leads. This is a lead that wants to Germany, is actually visiting the club. And it's if you look at it in that way, then you'll see the value for you as a club and not just for you as a. And then so one question that I've received from customers that just want to understand is looking at the settlement, looking at how we settle these fees. Just give us an idea of what the settlement looks like.
Sure. So we realize that cash flow is important to facilities. We settle weekly, so you get a weekly settlement of the paid visits within the environment. Because remember, if members go over the 3 free visits, they effectively go into a paid visit where Vitality will settle you on a weekly basis. We've had learnings in that space as well. So one of the learnings was getting accurate and detailed reporting to facilities. So we're working hard to be able to share that information, where you get a detailed remittance telling you this is how much we're settling you for X. Which so far has been really positive in terms of just loading. Remember, you're being settled directly from Vitality. So where you currently worry about the members paying and whether or not you're going to be able to recover for the member, we take that burden on our side, and we effectively remove the almost cost barriers to recovery. So we'll collect the funds, we settle to you, as I said, on a weekly basis, and we will get better at reporting the settlement reports and the detailed statements, etc.
It's very easy. If you've got a credit card machine, another that settles daily. View it as the same method. It's a credit card transaction method that gets. The only difference is it's through Vitality Bank or Discovery Bank, and not through FNB or the provider.
And members can spend Discovery miles on it, which many of the facilities may be aware is huge incentive currency that we created within Discovery ecosystem. which you now have access to by virtue of being on the platform.
Yep, so the next question, I think it's an important question that we need to go through, and a lot of the facilities is asking, is looking at the recurring revenue, the recurring discount model. I think it's a good opportunity to give the independent market out there just a good explanation on how you find that it fit, and then the recurring revenue model.
So first of all, we made the decision not to set up a class pass type model. So our intention is not to try and replicate ClassPass. These are not they are our customers, but what we're trying to do is get as many people to join gyms as possible. So setting up a ClassPass model where the client feels that they are actually part of ClassPass and not the facility is not what our model is. These are already Vitality members. We're trying to get them to join gym. As regards why are we not providing a subsidy on recurring membership, Junaid?
Yeah, so I think the best way to think about it is we want to invest in physical activity and getting members engaged. The shape that surfaces in is different depending on the type of platform that we're creating. Here, the idea is how do we create as much value as possible through a broader ecosystem? Because you're very, very limited if you're just doing discounts on membership. We back the facilities. So we're saying we'll invest in the benefit. And then when the member comes into your environment and to enjoy the experience, you've got great value for money products that you are able to make available to those members. And that for us is where the investment comes from. So it's a different model completely to just discounting membership. It allows us to be able to work with more facilities at scale, bringing exercise opportunities to our members.
And last thing I just want to add for the facilities out there is this is a start of a great partnership. And with any partnership, the more we engage, the more we build. We don't know what the future, but if Vitality and Itensity and all these partners can see that, we are building this great relationships with the members, then it makes future products and decisions a much easier road to take if we do see that everybody is working together, not against one another. So
100%.
I think that's important. I can't. We don't know what the future is. We don't know where this market is going. But if people are partnering, then it makes decisions going forward much easier.
100%, Jaco. We're in this for the long haul. We've learned already. I'm sure we're going to learn a whole lot more, and we'll co-create this product together.
Okay, then the last question that I just want to ask is just marketing support. Marketing support for the facilities and the members. We just end up with how we get the members in the door.
For those of you that are Discovery members and you log on to the Discovery app, Vitality Fitness is literally front and center. If you log on to the landing page of the Discovery app, right in the center, there it is. So every single eyeball that actually goes to the Discovery app, and believe me, there's hundreds of thousands of people every month that actually access that. So that's on our base of 1.8 million, of which 1 million are adult lives. Discovery Bank just crossed the 1 million client threshold. So these are clients that we are actively promoting the product to. When you join, we provide you with a marketing toolkit, how to actually use social media, branding elements. You're going to start seeing the rollout of social media advertising. We're trying to claim a space called Fitness Fridays. Those of you that are familiar with Vitality will know about Rewards Wednesday. So that's when you get your rewards on Vitality Active Rewards. And what we're starting to talk about is Fitness Fridays, where we intend to profile Vitality Fitness and your facilities as part of that ongoing social media and marketing promotion.
Oh, great. So, firstly, thank you for taking out time. Thank you for having having us here. It's an honor and a privilege, and I do hope everybody gets some value out of this. And please engage with us. Please engage with Itensity. We'll send the details, and if there's any other questions that we have not raised within this interview, please just communicate to us. So we want to partner. We're not here to supply, we're here to partner, and we would like to get everybody's feedback so that we can, build and engage.
100%. Jaco, thanks for the opportunity. We'll put our contact details in the details of this presentation, and we look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you. No, very exciting.